Hey guys, Sausage here and welcome back to another Barrow update video. First of all, let me apologise for the lack of these. Basically I've had a lot of life issues to deal with at the moment, like stuff that's going on in my personal life. I've had to deal with most of that. So I've not really had time to come on and do much in the ways of building, but yesterday, which would be the 27th of Feb, I actually came on and did about an hour's worth of building and stuff on this, so this is just a mini video to show you all of that, and to give you guys the information on, yes, I am still doing it, I've not just kind of let it die off. So, let's jump right into that. Immediately, you can probably tell this room looks different if you've watched the previous two videos. I've added a lot more vines to it. Basically, as I was building this room, I had the first of the High Rollers stream VODs on in the background, so I could actually hear. Let's put this up. So I could hear what he was saying about the way the room was, the way it was described and everything. So I've got lots more vines that they do still need to grow. In the middle here, which is where the tree is supposed to be, the mosaic tree with the gold and silver stars, this is the stone. Now I know it's totally different to all the other stone around, but if you re-watch the section where he describes it, he basically says that it's a coloured stone. I think Juto was trying to check it out so that she could see if he could press any of the stars in, but he says there was coloured stone, so I went for a dark grey. Again, this room has very little to no moss stone in it. There's not really been much other than I've added these to the walls so that they can have a bit more light. We've got the stairs going up here now that are broken and damaged after years of like wear and tear. I've added this to this corner here. We've got a bit more shape to the room now, so we've got like this curve here and it goes along and it curves around there. The walls are curved. These walls are now sort of curved and have a bit more shape to them rather than just being blocky Minecraft walls. Also, the entrances to the like alleyways that you go through, like these tunnels, they're curved as well. I did put some more cloud on the outside here, but I have since had an idea given to me by someone. I failed to remember your name. I could potentially use glass pane panels. So if I do glass pane and then potentially look for something like, I don't know, there might be some paneling? Yeah, these are panels. So I might be able to use something like white stained micro blocks panels and then just like plop these on the wrong button. Plop these on the floor. It might have a similar effect in a low light room, so it could look like cloud. So guys, let me know what you think of that. I might try that. The first room, a lot of people said they loved, but I still thought it lacked stuff. So I've added more vines, because Mark was saying that this place is literally loaded with foliage. I've now put the leaf wall, for the razor vine wall, up to the ceiling, so it actually gets to the ceiling, but with a few breaks here and there to make it look more natural. We have a kind of tree-like thing bursting through the wall here now, and just an ass ton more vines. So apart from that, that is it. The reason it's so light, I had a lot of people say that they couldn't really see much because of how dark it was. It is actually very dark still, so I will get some milk and drink that just to show. This is the actual natural light levels in here, so it's still light enough to see, but it's not too dark. But if we do go through like here, it's probably going to be totally black to you now. The only light we have are from here, so like I says, oh no, wrong thing, there we go, now we can see. So these are where those things spawn, the things they have a fight with. And in this room I've done a bit more in here. Now most of this is sort of placeholder. I've gone for the same sort of curved effect. This is going to be placeholder. It's just kind of give me the idea of where the altar is so I can have the statue and everything. We have ourselves the stone pews. They will most likely get raised. I think they're too close to the ground, so I'm most likely just going to put like a line of stone blocks and then put them on top of that. Or try and just like do the stone blocks and then add those, those to it. Oh god, sorry. I have been playing a lot of another game today, so it's kind of the other way around for crafting, so I might do that, might not. So yeah, that's this room. We've got the fountain in the middle that I've now properly built. You can't actually put water in it, sadly, but if you think about it logically, it probably wouldn't have water in. This place is ancient. It would have evaporated all by now. In here, I did some kind of placeholder work as well. I've got a load of the blocks set up where the elves are kind of wrapped up. Like they said, the dead bodies are wrapped in here, and they are basically just dead people that are tombed up. So this is what's going to be like in here. Now I am going to swap a lot of this brickwork out, don't we? Because it looks too new. It's no way going to stay. But I just had to try and get like a feel for what this place would be like. So this is what it's going to be like. I will eventually hollow that out and put another tomb through there. And Gulthea's room. I did this for the entranceway. I am going to move it though. I since looked at the map that Mark has, and if I add the same staircase that here to here, we are going to have a grand total of like 2 blocks in between. And according to the map, there are 2 pillars that hold this room up here. So I need to kind of remove this. I like it, what I might have to do is remove that layer up there and then turn this into a pillar-like thing holding it up. So there's that. Here is the altar, covered in redstone, where Gulthea just slices into people. That will be where the tree room is. I will sort that out again at some point. And then I haven't really done anything in here at all. So, yeah. So I basically spent the hour, like, building the stone up, making this part here. This room has literally had all of its moss removed. I spent like most of the time doing most of the rounded edges and going through here and basically just trying to get some detail in a room before we should leave it. This room is finished, by the way. This is a complete room. This room is not getting changed in any way. The only way this room will change is as the vines grow. It will look different, but I am happy with the first room where they come in. The only other change might be the cloud, so if you want to swap it to something like glass panel so that you look fine, so that it looks fine, that's fine. I'll do that. I'm sure I can find something that will be easy to walk across. As for the tree, I am not going to put a tree on the floor. It is going to look absolutely stupid if I do, so you're going to have to basically use some imagination. We're talking Minecraft here, so I do have some limitations. So yeah, I'm not going to put the mosaic on the floor. If you do have any clever ideas though, please let me know. That would be absolutely awesome, but there's just no way otherwise. Through here I'm going to work on a lot more. So mostly this room and the first room are mostly done. This room might have a bit more detailing go into it, but this room and the first room are literally near enough done. It's this room and this room that I'll be spending most of my time on next time, but this is very much a hobby at the moment for me. Obviously it's not a job, as you've probably seen by the amount of subscribers we have. This is definitely not a very popular channel, so yeah. It's not really a job, it's just a hobby, so you'll get videos when and as when I've like done enough. So this room and the room in there I'll spend like another couple hours on and get them sorted. After I've done that, I'll probably hollow that through in there and do that, and then work on Gulthea's room. Then, so you've got a good few episodes left because I still need to do some stuff. Anyway, so that is literally it for updates. I did get a question on how to find the pack that I'm using, this build pack. I am going to quickly jump into a tutorial on how to find that, but apart from that, that's the Barrow itself done. So feel free to go. Make sure to comment in the down below any suggestions that you might have. Like, fave, subscribe, all that awesome stuff. Always useful to subscribe because then you can just follow where the updates are if you want to keep in check with all of that. Just check your sub feed every now and then, you'll see one of these appear. Apart from that, that is literally all there is. Just one final thing before you go. D&D in itself, question for those that know anything about it. If you don't know much about D&D, that's fine, you feel free to go. But those that do, I am looking at starting playing D&D. Since watching High Rollers, I just literally can't get enough of D&D itself. I'm always looking up information. However, I'm stuck on a class that I would like to do. I would like to know if anyone has any ideas on a class that can use a good fire cantrip and maybe some awesome fiery like level 1 slot spells. I just noticed that's not central, so I have to change that. But yeah, I'm looking at trying to do that. Like, I want to try and have a spellcaster that uses a lot of fiery based magic, because I would love to be a Good grief, what are they called now? Tiefling. I want to be a tiefling that can kind of throw fire everywhere and maybe have like some kind of short sword or something to attack with. So yeah, if anyone knows anything I could do that involves like a good fire cantrip or something and be a tiefling and stuff, a good class, comment section below. Now, onto that mini tutorial. Okay, so this is how you get the pack I'm using to build the Barrow. Basically, you'll go to your Google page, you'll type in the AT launcher, like click that one, and then you'll click this one here, AT launcher at home. Once you're on their website, which will look like this, go to downloads at the top here, scroll down, and then you pick whichever one of these is for you. Once you have downloaded and installed it to the right place that you normally do, you are going to have something that looks like this. It will basically open this. You need to put in your account info, so your username and your password, so you can actually just basically get packs and then do that. It will sign in. It's your Minecraft one. So if you don't know your username and password for Minecraft, try and find a way of finding that information out. I'm sure you can recover your password and stuff from the main website, but you need your Minecraft username and password in there. You can then go here. Now this is the part where people get confused. This literally has an absolute truck ton of packs. If I just quickly scroll through them all. You can see the build pack at the bottom there. You guys probably won't know, you guys probably won't have that there, because you see, this is also really interesting. As much as it has all of these here, and you might like some of these or recognize some, you can add more. And this is how I did it. Basically, I went onto Google and I found this. It's a creative mode building mod pack. But we have a code, build pack, spelled exactly like that. All you need to do is go to here, this place, or if you don't necessarily need to, you can just copy it all lowercase, build pack without the C. You basically go to the AT launcher, go to add pack, type build pack, click save, and what that will do is it will then add the build pack. To then basically play it, you'll click new instance and it will install it here. So once you've done it and you've selected what mod you want to use, it'll install it here, then you just click play. And there you go. That is basically how you get on the build pack. The way you get a server, you need to go here and then go to create a server. That will create a server for build pack, and wherever you installed your AT launcher, that will be where the creative server is. You need to go into the folder called AT launcher and then it will be in servers in there. So hopefully that has helped you guys get this pack. If you really want to, feel free to let me know if you've got it or not. It also lets people know what mods I'm working with for the Barrow. So again, comment section below on any information you need for the Barrow, any suggestions you might have, let me know what you think about it, stuff like that. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to subscribe if you want to keep the updates for this place. It's always nice to know people are going to sub so I can get support so people want it. Otherwise I'll just stop the videos, because obviously if they're not going to get viewed and people don't like what I'm doing, there's no point in sharing it. But for those who are interested, click sub. Anyway, apart from that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time for another update video. Take care everyone, and goodbye.